does it feel to be without a...
Girl from the North Country is set in 1934 in Minnesota. And it's a time of great hardship for people. And the story takes place in a guest house where there's a family who run that guest house, and then there's all these people who are drifting through the rooms looking for somewhere to exist while they figure out their next move. And so we tell the story of all these people's lives over a period of about a week around Thanksgiving in 1934. I was asked would I consider using Bob Dylan's music in a stage show, and I wasn't really sure how to go about that. But then one day when I wasn't even really thinking about it very much, I just saw in my mind an idea of like a Eugene O'Neill kind of play set in the 1930s in Minnesota. And I thought that if Bob's songs were in there in the 1930s, that somehow that might be really nice. And I wrote down that idea just on a page or two, and that was sent off to Bob Dylan, who came back saying that he really liked that idea. There's a lot of people working on this show who never worked on a musical, and yet we all love music, and perhaps all of us as artists would regard music as the highest art form, and every other art form sort of aspires to be music, because music operates on a level beyond thought and beyond language. It just hits you directly in your body, and so having that power at work while you're telling a story just really turbocharges something that you've never really had before. I guess we're just using music in a purely instinctive way, which is, I think, the way Bob Dylan experiences when he's writing a song. He says it just kind of comes through him, and we just sort of let the music come through our show too in that way. Well, I think the way that we tell the story in Girl from the North Country, I think it leaves a lot of room for interpretation, and it allows the audience to come through it and see it through their own eyes and decide for themselves what's important in all of these stories. It is like a church service. It's like you're hearing these stories and then you're getting the music. And I guess all theatre is kind of like that in a way. And so we're just inviting that contemplation. We're just inviting you to join with a community in the theatre, but what you're all doing together is going on your own internal journey.